Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, this sounds so weird because it's just ambient noise on the title screen. Hello, everybody. I hope you are all having a wonderful day today. Today begins a brand new adventure for the Foreverlocke challenge. Today we are starting the 44th playthrough, which is Pokemon Legends Arceus this time. Very fun, very exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to see how this is going to go because it's going to be very weird. But yeah, we'll just sort of play it by ear here. I see we have a Star Champ and a Yumi in the chat already. Lovely to see the both of you. I hope that you are both doing well today. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to get off this really quiet title screen. um, Here we go. Hopefully everything looks and sounds okay. Let me know if anything needs to be adjusted. I would appreciate it. Obviously, it's kind of quiet at the moment, and there is going to be, admittedly, a lot of ambient noise in this game, so, you know, we'll work out with that, but yeah, here we are. Here we are. So, yeah, I did skip the intro as I usually do. But nothing really huge, just art, you know, just God talking to me, no big deal. But yeah, so here we are. Oh my God, it's been a minute since I played this game, so yeah, I'm gonna have to relearn how to play this. Very exciting stuff. But yeah, here we go. We gotta go pick up our so yeah, the only things that happened are basically, yeah, here we go. In the intro, they ask what I look like, and then they turn my phone into this. So that's all that happened previously. So very good. There's a glowing beeping object. Is this me talking? I guess so. There's a glowing beeping object over there. Well, I guess I'll just have to pick it up. Here we go. I found something that resembles a phone. It's very similar to a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. Oh God, is this my Arceus voice? Oh, first it was Zapdos in the Mystery Dungeon stream yesterday, and now it's the voice for Arceus. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission: seek out all Pokemon. There we go. Insert Arceus texting you at 3 a.m. you up meme here. Very good. All right, yeah, here we go. Oh dang, this is exciting. This is exciting. Oh yeah, and I did bump into in the pre-credits, like I did bump into Laventon over here. He basically walked up, he said, "Hey, you fell from the sky," and then his Pokemon ran away. So that's all that really happened. Yeah, yeah. Sergeant says, "You know what I find interesting? All the Pokemon world has a creation myth except for Kanto." Yeah, it is really interesting. It is very interesting. Also, I have no idea how to voice this character. I'm gonna try though. I was gonna say, this is our first time playing through Legends Arceus, so I feel obligated to voice like everything like I did for all the others, so I gotta do it. Alas, yet another miss. Aha, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. Well, I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about the three first. There we go. Yeah, Kanto has the creation of the Mewtwo quote-unquote myth. Yeah, that's a good point, Yumi. That's a good point. Yeah, that's it has the creation of something, just not Kanto itself. Haha. Very good. Now that one is Rowlet. Sergeant says, I just can't see this man and not hear Jessica doing Snagglepuss. I know, I can't do a Snagglepuss voice. I thought that was a really interesting choice that she gave him that voice. It's very funny. I was gonna say he's supposed to be, I think he's from Galar, like in universe. So that's why I was like British makes sense for him, but like yeah, I don't know. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Ooh, crew, very good, very good. Got the Rowlet baby, Borb. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. Foom? Aw, it's kind of cute. I like Cyndaquil. It's Ashley. It's not actually Ashley. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. That's called a Scalchop, if the anime taught me anything. The Scalchop. Oh, Push Plash. Oh, that's nice. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching a Pokemon. Here you are, my girl. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. Hey, we get 50 Pokeballs. Very nice, very nice. Ah, but that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. Oh, this lore drop, like, literally blew the entire internet's mind apart. Apparently, every Pokemon could just do that by themselves. It's not the Pokeball that does it. It's the Pokemon. What? What? So apparently Cyndaquil is not a quadruped, but Quilava and Typhlosion are. Wait, what? Really? How does that work? Is that, like, according to some, like, categorization, Yubi? I'm perplexed by that. And that's where Pokeballs come in. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at Pokemon and, well, why the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball, comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to aim at the Pokemon and then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in the area. According to the body shape of the Pokedex. Huh, that's, yeah, how interesting, Yumi. What an interest. Like, I wonder why. Yeah, like, if any of them, it seems like, I mean, obviously Quilava's on all fours, but, so yeah, not Cyndaquil. I guess, I mean, it is, like, kind of walking around on its little, like, baby back legs, but I don't know. Well, white Typhlosion, too. That's almost always standing up on its back leg. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, okay, so, yeah, ZR button. Okay, I gotta remember that. Hold on, ZR button to ready the Pokeball, take aim. Got it. Got it. See if I can remember. Hold to aim. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Bonk. Bonk. Very good. Oh, hey there, Bulbasaur. Welcome in. Welcome in. Bulbasaur has answered today's question of the day. Real simple little question. What Pokemon would you or did you use in Legends Arceus? Just because I know not everyone's played it. But yeah, what did you or what would you use in Pokemon Legends Arceus? If you know it's in the game, what would you use? Bulbasaur says, Shiny Alpha Drapion, Shiny Ambipom, Shiny Machamp, Shiny Rhyperior, Shiny Cardivine twice, Shiny Golem, Shiny Braviary, Shiny Ursaluna, and many more. Very, very good, Bulbasaur. You got the shinies down like crazy. Very nice. We love that. Oh, wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon. It seems you've got quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Lids. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Amy says, this lore checks out, to be honest. It fits my headcanon that Pokemon can inhabit objects in a dormant form. See fossils and the black and white stones for Zekrom and Reshiram. I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, it kind of fits in with that, doesn't it? How interesting. How very interesting. Grab Rowlet. Just doing our little baby tutorial here, no big deal. Yumi says, for question of the day, I used literally all the new Pokemon and forms as my main team except legendaries. Ah, very cool. Very cool, Yumi. That is fun. That is fun. I used, let's see, can I list them off the top of my head? I definitely wanted to use Kleavor. So I used Kleavor. I used Hisuian Typhlosion. I used Basculegion. I used an Alpha Lopunny. Oh god, what else did I use? It's kind of fuzzy. It's kind of fuzzy right now. Oh, I used Raichu. And then... Shoot, I can't remember my 6th team member right now. I'll have to think about it. If I remember it later, I'll mention it. I'll definitely mention it. Oh god, that's hot coffee. Ah! That's really hot. Okay. I can hardly believe it, Lid's incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo, indeed. Amy says, but the primary 2 were Kleavor and Samurott. Very cool. Actually, I've never used Samurott before, so, I mean, I was gonna say spoilers, but, well, this is gonna be an interesting playthrough. Bulbasaur says, what Pokemon are we using, on this run? It's the Foreverlocke still, so, you know, the team remains to be seen. I'll go over the starter once we actually get to the starter selection. Though I did just kind of spoil it a little bit. Yumi says, and I had a shiny Electrode, got it shortly after finding my original one. Very nice, very nice. We love that. Okay, let's get Cyndaquil. Bonk. Hey there, Dapper Kirby. Welcome in. Dapper Kirby has also answered question of the day. Dang, you guys are jumping on the question of the day right away. Very good. Says, my final team was Hisuian Decidueye, Walrein, Yanmega, Magnezone, and Alpha Alakazam. Can't remember the 16th team member. I'm right there with you. I can't remember my 16th member right now either. All right. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. You got it. Where did you go, Cyndaquil? Hey there, pal. Yeah, I'm gonna backstrike you because I'm a clown. Gotta make sure, you know? Bolster says, fun fact, back then the coffee at McDonald's was 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, dang. Very hot. I was gonna say, I literally just made a fresh pot, so it's like really, really, first, it's really hot, and it's also like really, it's like the first, I feel like the first cup you have of like a fresh pot is always like the strongest too, so. Very strong and very hot, but it's very delicious. Very, very delicious. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived in the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come falling. But I must say, Lids, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. I don't know, this accent's getting kind of crazy. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? I've caught a Pokemon or two in my time. One can't help but think that there's a reason you appeared here now. Seek out all Pokemon? The object is an Arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all of those Pokemon caught. A situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what you say? Shall we help one another out, my girl? You've convinced me. Oh, actually, that does ring a bell, Bulbasaur. Now that you mention it, that does sound kind of familiar. Yumi says, but also during postgame, I was shuffling my Pokemon around so I could work on perfecting and completing all the Pokedex pages. Yeah, right on, Yumi, right on. Yeah, I made good progress towards that, and eventually I do want to go back to my original file and do it that way. Obviously, I'm playing on a separate file. I still have my real file, and yeah, I want to go back through and finish the Pokedex as well, just for posterity, but admittedly, I took a little bit of a break from it. Kirby says, I think my final team member was Gengar for a while, but I switched to Dialga to fight Volo for the cool Dragon v Dragon Battle. Very nice, Dapper Kirby. Very nice. Then whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We have a Pokedex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Excuse me, proper clothes. I'm looking stylish AF right here, Laventon. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Maybe you should work on finishing that. Yeah, me too, Yumi. I mean, honestly, just like seeing the game again is making me kind of wanna. It's a fun game. Sergeant says for questions today, I would use Electrode for my girlfriend, Decidueye because it looks dope AF, Shiny Electivire, and Espeon for my girlfriend. Very nice. Good choices all around. Oh yeah, no, I knew what you meant, Yumi. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, just trying to fill out the Pokedex, like fully complete it. I've finished everything else in the game completely. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing her into the village a bit. Beautiful. In we go. Does look like we're about to have an ad start, but luckily we're just kind of in the tutorial anyway, so we shouldn't be able to get too far with that without it interrupting too much. But yeah, oh man, hearing the music is pretty nostalgic for me, I will say. I do kind of need to turn it up on my end. It's a little quiet for me. How's volume for all of you? Dapper Kirby, Star Champ, can you let me know about that? If I need to raise it for y'all, let me know. I am going to increase it a little bit for myself, because I like to be able to hear the music. It's a pretty sounding game. This way, if you please. Oh yeah, the Path of Solitude. Yeah, I wanted to get all the Path of Solitude check marks as well, Yumi. Totally. Davin Kirby says, love the designs, the new designs for Rei and Akari, but it bothers me that there exists a person in modern times that looks exactly like Don and Lucas, down to the hairs. I know. I mean, it's all sorts of funky. Also, yeah, I love that it makes you walk through this part. I can't run. I can only walk slowly. Dapper Kirby says game music could be turned up noticeably. Okay, cool. Thank you, Dapper Kirby. Appreciate that. Here, let me do that for you. Let me know if that's better for you. That is a pretty prominent theory, Yumi. It's not confirmed one way or the other, but it's a very fun theory. Oh, botheration! I'd almost forgotten. Yeah, how's volume now, Dapper Kirby? Let me know. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here. Then, to the left, the Wallflower, it's called. The Arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show you where you need to go next. Hey, very good. Slightly more. Okay, you got it, Dapper Kirby. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Hopefully that's enough. It's just the game volume that needs increased too, right? It's not the not like my volume sounds fine. Hopefully, hopefully it does. Okay, cool. Yep, just let me know. I appreciate it. I guess the sound mixing might be a little bit different in this game compared to Mystery Dungeon as well, so that's also something I gotta keep in mind. Alright, hey there, Benny. How's it going?
Well now, aren't you awfully suspicious? The Wallflower's for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along.
No. Oh, a sad Akari face is like the worst. It makes me sad. Look at her. Oh, it's sad. Oh god, what do I do for Ray? He's weird. I usually give Lucas a British accent, but now I gotta mix it up because I don't want it to sound too much like Laventon. Chat, what sort of voice should I give Ray? Dapper Kirby says, imagine naming your great-great-great-grandson after the broken-down mochi shop. Oh, is that what it is? I never even made that connection. Oh yeah, I guess, huh? Weird. Hey there, SBS. What does a Welsh accent sound like? I have no idea. Star says, I don't know. I think the music's a smidge overpowering me now. Oh, is it? It's a little too loud now? Okay, I can lower it back down a bit. We'll find that sweet spot. Dapper Kirby says, make him sound sniveling and matter-of-factly. Oh, like kind of... I mean, how do I... I could make him sound like an asshole. I mean, that's just my normal voice. Let's see. Who in the world are you? And what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice through those flimsy excuses for clothes. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Laventon? Do you two know each other? He's from the region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though. Letting Pokemon run off and give the slip and all. There's more of them that just got away a little while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon drubbed me with some move called Thundershock, I'd have corralled them for sure. But the Professor, well... Unfortunately, it's just as Ray says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Aw, you're such an asshole, Ray. I hope you feel bad, you dick. He really is not a very nice person. Alright. Sorry you had a bit of a rough day, Bulbasaur. I'm sorry to hear that. Irish. I don't know if I could do an Irish accent. I feel like I have a bad habit of mixing up Irish and Scottish accents too, so I don't know if it would work. But we'll play it by ear. Play it by ear.
But everything will be quite alright now. Liz here has agreed to help us with our Pokedex.
As in, she's going to join the Survey Corps? What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. Oh, this is Silene, right? Yeah. Oh shit! I think it autoplayed.
Gah!
Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control, and now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be about 15 or so. Quite old enough for you to work for your keep, but we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us.
Haha, she said the funny words.
Without any idea of their skill or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy.
Oh ho, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor.
That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction.
Teehee, it's a reference. Dabbercurry says it'd be funnier if Arceus brought some even more shockingly clothed person, like multiple piercings, a crop top, a ripped spandex stocking. Yo, what if they just bring in Iono from Scarlet and Violet? They'd look at her like, what is this? This is absurd. Oh, that would actually be really funny. Like, yeah, like we're just wearing like we're wearing like sandals and like a t-shirt and shorts. But like, yeah, like bring in like someone from freaking Paldea. See how they react to that. That's silly.
Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please. But make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please.
Where'd you find this stranger in the first place, Professor?
Ah, well, you know that great hole in the sky, the one people call the time-space rift? Our new friend fell right out of it.
Was that a joke?
Come now, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with the facts.
Ooh, Davkurs is streaming. Well, there's a river in the Fieldlands. Haha. Very good, very good. Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, I'm a streamer from the future, and they're just like, does that mean you swim in rivers? Sergeant says Arceus brings in someone from a sci-fi movie costume. Oh, geez. Isla Bulbasaur has redeemed Lid's Pokemon opinion. Wants to know my opinion on the new Pokemon reveal for Scarlet and Violet. Every one of them? I mean, I can't even tell you all of them offhand, Bulbasaur. I was gonna say, give me a couple. I'll answer about a couple of them if you want to know any specific ones. There's too many of them right now for me to just list every single one. But yeah, let me know which one you want me to tell you about. I'll tell you about it. Dapper Kirby says Arceus bringing the Slowpoke cosplayer to save his. Oh, the Slowpoke cosplayers from Let's Go. Absolutely, I'm totally into it.
Now, you already know that there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region.
Sure, they're all over the place, in the grass, in the forest, in the ocean. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are.
Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures.
There's the funny trailer line.
It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Lids will come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand? Nobody on the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means that we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest.
That's really something. We count ourselves lucky whenever we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks.
Ah, well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that.
Oh god, what the frick? I forgot what voice I gave him.
Does the Survey Corps really have the
Oh, that's right, I gave him like an old man voice.
Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to enjoy a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi. You know, the slow progress of the Pokedex of yours is clearly has her on edge.
There we go. I can say words. Words are hard. I mean, that is true, Dapper Kirby. I do love Lechonk. Lechonk is my favorite of the new Pokemon that have been revealed for Scarlet and Violet. Lechonk, I'm gonna use Lechonk. I hope that it has a really wonderful evolution, but I'll probably love it because I just love pigs. So yeah, very excited for Lechonk. That's definitely my favorite.
I'm sure it'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, Lids, and think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky.
Do you have that in writing, Laventon? I need to know for sure.
That was quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about this. You do know that we won't get to have Lids join the Survey Corps unless she passes a trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Lids' skills.
After all, I've known them for 15 minutes. I met them on the beach. What could possibly go wrong?
Let's hope it's not misplaced. Lids, was it? For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters here.
Oh god, I will say the music is like kind of giving me like nostalgia, which is weird because this game is not that old, but I don't know. I had a good time with it. This was just, you know, it's one of those kind of games that was just my life for like a little while. So very nice. Okay, there we go, Bulbasaur. All right, let's see. For a graph, I like. I'm gonna do it rapid fire because it's a little too many for me to go into too much depth. But for a graph, I like. Fido is fine. It's admittedly not one of my favorites. I don't dislike it, but it's fine. Titan, cool. Land Whale, awesome. Bellybolt, is adorable and funny. Paldean Wooper, adorable, love it. And Wiglet, I want to see what it evolves into. I'm a little bit mixed on it. And then Greavard, I love Greavard. Greavard's adorable. So there you go.
But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You'll be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death, in the wilds.
Rude. Yeah, you know, Akari's just like, what the fuck? That's bullshit.
Captain Silene's like Hisui in a way. They're both plenty harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough of falling for one day. Oh my goodness, I can't say words. I swear I know how to read, everybody. And with that, I bid you both a good night.
Dapper says the overworld songs are just very calming and nice, which is a vibe I feel like can invoke nostalgia. I think that's kind of what it is. Yeah, it's just like because it's like the safe zone, right, of the game. Like, it's where like nothing bad can go wrong. It's just like you just kind of go and you rest in between, like, you know, being tense in the wild. So like, yeah, I guess that's kind of what it is. It's like the song is just really it's just mellow and relaxing and just feel good. I don't know, I really like it. It's very atmospheric too. I like it a lot. All right.
Still, people falling from the sky, that's some kind of story.
Yumi says, what about Smoliv? I love Smoliv. Smoliv is adorable. I don't know if I'm going to use one or not. I think Smoliv is one of those ones that it's definitely going to depend on what it turns into. But it is very cute by itself, I will say. The only Pokemon I know for absolutely dead certain that I am going to use in Scarlet and Violet on my first playthrough, I believe I have isolated my starter down to picking Fuecoco. So I'm going to do Fuecoco, and then I'm also going to do Lechonk. Those two will definitely be on my team. But aside from that, I have no idea yet. I need to see the rest of the Pokemon. All right, here we go. Off to our lodgings. Dang, we got an awesome low texture move. Also, the most important part of this or low texture room, excuse me. The best part of this entire stinking game. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? If you haven't bought Legends Arceus yet, and you were wondering if you should buy it, this is all the motivation you need. Look at this. Shoes on, shoes off, shoes on, shoes off. I spent a stupid amount of time just like taking my shoes on and off. Whenever I first got this game, I was like, yo, look at them, they just disappear. It's fantastic. Very good stuff. No, Dapper Kirby, no. That's not the point. I'm just like, yo, they just off. This is very good. Oh, hey, Kana-chan, welcome. Hello. It's good to see you. Yeah, it has been a little while. How are you? It's true. The shadow does not connect to her feet. Is good. Is good stuff. Ooh, yeah. Look at the low resolution scrolls on the table. Very good. All right, cool. Oh yes, of course. Save. To save your progress, press up on the menu. Scroll with your. Okay, I got it. Yep. There's no autosave's not in this one, is it? Is it? I can't remember. Whatever. Point is save. Very good. Just for good measure. Rest until morning, yes. Yes, please. Oh gosh, and Maxie is here as well. Hello. Welcome. We got a couple of folks we haven't seen in a little while in today. How are you, Maxie? And Kana-chan's doing good, which is great. It's great. It's lovely to see you. It's lovely to see you. We're starting a brand new adventure together. I'm so excited. Oh, also lightning. Super spooky. All right, the next day. Oh, I'm sorry you're not doing so good, Maxie. That's sad to hear.
Hey there, you awake? That was some wild lightning last night, right?
Oh, sorry. Catching up on chat. Hey, Bulbasaur says, hey, Kana, last time we went to the Allure, Lich forgot about Z-Boot. Oh, that's true. That did happen. That did happen.
Anyway, if you're up, come on out.
All right, let's go.
Did you sleep all right? I know it's not easy in a strange new land. We'd better not keep Captain Silene waiting. Let's hurry to headquarters.
Let's see. Yumi says my team tentatively will be Fuecoco, Smoliv, Cloth, Wooper, and Greavard. Ooh, very good. I mean, it sounds like you already got it all locked in. Very exciting. Very exciting. I know. Bulbasaur will never let me forget. Don't worry. I was gonna say thanks to your support, Bulbasaur. I'll make sure to go into Alola with Z moves on the brain. Absolutely. It'll definitely be a thing next time I'm at Alola. Yeah, how dare she?
Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What'd you think? Ever seen this building, a building this grand before?
Yo, I've been to Castelia City. Don't even talk to me. Pacel? This is like Mira's ancestor, the like nurse lady.
Don't give up. Keep those eyes open.
I mean, she's not very important, so I don't know if I need to give her work. Yojiro, all these people.
The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out the partner Pokemon, but against the whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to your rights. You, do realize that if you fail your trial and get flung out of the village, you could well die out there. Well, you might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. Captain Silene, ma'am, I've brought lids. You may enter.
He says, in her defense, they are all the way at the end of the alphabet. It's true. See, also my defense. How am I supposed to possibly remember Z moves when all I can think about is Z moves?
Let's get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition Team, prove yourself capable by going out to the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx.
3 species right away, but none of us have even managed that.
Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy Team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of the Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field.
Zed behoves. Yeah, let me make sure to jam in as many U's as possible.
That whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit our satchels in the least.
Ray, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry.
Hey, very good.
Pardon, Lids, come with me a moment.
Hey, and here it comes, everybody, finally, at long last.
Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Lids absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I got just the ticket to help accomplish that.
There they are. Crew. Boom. Plish plosh. Oh, it's really cute.
Go on, Lids, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see that they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own?
Yeah, what Pokemon are we gonna use for this run? Asked Bulbasaur. So yes, I can answer now. I was gonna say we had the poll in the Foreverlocke Discord, which if you haven't checked out the Foreverlocke Discord, highly recommend it. You can use the command exclamation Discord to check out a link and join. We do polls for starters and all that stuff over there all the time, so always pertinent to keep an eye out for those when they happen. But we had a poll, and the winner was a landslide. It was an absolute landslide. We are going to be going with Oshawott, which is very exciting. This is actually the starter I have not used in Legends Arceus before, because I did, I started with Cyndaquil in my own personal run, and then I did temporarily use a Decidueye as like part of my post-game team. So this is the only one that like I caught it and just like put it in the box. Like I had the Samurott, but like I never used it. So I really don't know what to expect for it. So it'll be interesting. Yubi says Zed moves, Zed crystals, Porygon Zed, Dragon Ball Zed. Oh no, it's awful. It goes against every American bone in my body, Yubi. Sergeant says, should have been Shinx, Starly, and Scraggy, shaking my head. I know. But yes, we are going to go ahead and take Oshawott, and I am going to go ahead and just declare this Oshawott, which, again, this is the Foreverlocke. This is not like Spit-Off Friday or anything. This is like an actual thing, so I am going to declare this Oshawott as our official Hisuian Samurott. That is the objective for this Oshawott, so we will take it. Dapper Kirby says, Oshawott looks like Lids when the waiter doesn't give her the 12th bowl of pasta. It really do be like that though. Except that I'd have like a sort of like I'd have the same like V-shaped frown, but then also like little angry eyebrows. That would be me. That would be me right there. It's not awful, it's correct, says Yubi. No. No. Sartre says, silly mission. Bidoof doesn't even start with an S. I know, it's so sad. Bulbasaur says, Hisui Samurott, I am the edgelord. I listen to deep songs. It's true, Bulbasaur.
And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at the Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good luck, I've tucked Oshawott back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours.
Yay! We received Oshawott. Very exciting. Very exciting. It doesn't auto nickname in this game, so we will still be doing nicknames, but we have to do them like manually. So you know, it is what it is. I am totally open. I don't know if it's gonna let me do it quite yet, but as soon as it'll let me, I'm open to nickname suggestions for our Hisuian Samurott, our first Hisuian starter. So yeah, lay them on me, everybody. Lay them on me.
A word of advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Look at those two cheer on their pal Oshawott. Or maybe they just wanted to help Liz with her trial. That could be. They did go dashing from the village when Liz fell out of the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me in my research for now. By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then.
Hey, we get 20 Pokeballs. Very good, very good. Ooh, we've got the redeemed nickname of Pokemon. I haven't seen that in a while. Starchamp wants me to name our starter Usagi. Usagi. You got it, Starchamp. We'll figure out what because I think it is still randomly generated gender, but we'll see what it winds up being. But yeah, I will name it Usagi regardless. Though, thank you for the redemption.
I'll show you the way to Obsidian Field.
Or wait, nope, this is Ray.
I'll show you the way to Obsidian Fieldlands. Meet me at the gate. Meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Will it let me? Let's see here. Yes, it will. Okay, cool. To the menu, change name. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we have yeah, as expected, it was the male Oshawott, but yeah, Usagi it is. We have Usagi, the Hisuian Samurott. So there we are. Beautiful. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Is there a bunny in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 03 series named Usagi? That's fun. That's fun. Is that what the reference was, Starchamp? Just out of curiosity. I think Usagi's a name in a lot of different things. Okay, so we're off to the gate. Oh, there he is. There he is. Hisuian they them.
Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of the Jiginko Guild, the go-to choice for any
I don't know this. Mercantile?
mercantile needs here in Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle?
Sounds good. Bunny the Otter. Is that what Usagi means? Does that mean bunny? Sergeant says not just the 03 one. Usagi was his own comic and did a crossover with TMNT in it. Then crossed over into the 86, 03, and 12 TMNT series. Oh, okay. So it's like this is directly a reference to that character, though. Is the point? That's cool. That's cool. I don't know the character at all. I don't even know what they look like. Someone wanted to post a picture in the Discord. I'd totally be into that. Just let me know.
I'd like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know that you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0.
Yeah, see, that's the Usagi that comes to mind for me. Yumi is the Sailor Moon one. He's a bunny samurai with his ears tied up like ponytail. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Okay, so yeah, now I see the connection then. He's a samurai, hence the Samurott. Got it. Very good. Also, yay, we could move around. Reasons why this game is going to be better than Scarlet and Violet is you could do this during battle. Well done, Usagi. Well done.
Battle decided. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you.
Beautiful. No, I actually saw online that it is actually confirmed that you cannot move your character during battle like you can in Legends Arceus, Dapper Kirby. That's actually already been confirmed.
It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger.
Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. Okay, cool. Yeah. We got it.
At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions and thanks.
Thank you.
You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping you're successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all.
See you later, Volo.
You can battle that well, then I've got a feeling that you may have your trial well in hand, even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Whenever you leave Jubilife Village, you have to pick a destination from the map and let Rest, the guardsman, know where you're off to. That way, someone can come and collect you if things go wrong. Hey, I hope you make it through this.
Alright, let's go. Oh god. Oh, it's Rest. I forgot I had to voice Rest. Yo, I gotta give him something good. Like, I'll give him my like super deep like Giovanni voice.
Your lid's correct. I was informed that you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive.
There we go. Beautiful. It fits him super well, I'm sure. Alright, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. Oh, this is exciting. This is exciting. I forgot how long the intro is for this game, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun. This is a nice change of pace from like the standard Pokemon experience, so it'll be good. It'll be good.
This is our base camp. This is where we start to finish our surveys. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching 3 species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Sarly, and Shinx. I'm curious to see if the professor's stories about you are really true.
Miss Artis has posted his images in the general chat. Ooh, yeah, let me take a look. I'm just curious. What does our starter's namesake look like? Oh, very cool. Oh, very cool. Oh, he actually like low key looks like he's like his garb looks like very similar to the Survey Corps garb. Especially that last one you posted. Huh. Neat. Very neat. It's like the same colors. That's fun. Yeah, I like him. I like him. It's a good reference, Star Champ. I like it.
Oh, Professor, something wrong? Ah, well, you see, Captain Silene got a hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Lidz's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So, in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here? Not my ideal state of affairs. Let's just get started. He'll be more than equal to this, I think I botched that sentence. Oh well.
All right, yay! Yeah, we got to go through the stupid tutorial. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you like explore much in this early part, but that's okay. Wow.
This is Aspiration Hill.
There it is. Look at it. These are what PS2 graphics can be.
Look, a Bidoof. You may be some sort of prodigy, but just in case, here's what Captain Silene taught me.
Hey, thank you very much.
Bidoof is a mellow Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away when you approach. Aim carefully, let your Pokeball fly, and you ought to be alright.
Dabber Kirby says, wish the tutorial was shorter, almost an hour in and barely any gameplay. Yeah, oh dang, has it really already been an hour? I feel like time's been flying. Yeah, maybe I'll go a little long today, because yeah, I kind of want to get into the heat of things. Dang, yeah, it's already been an hour. What the hell? That's crazy. All right, cool. Bidoof. Okay, I guess I should quickly mention real quickly though, how this is actually gonna work. So, because I'm sure that some of you might be a little bit curious. How does Legends Arceus work with a Nuzlocke? Because we are doing a Nuzlocke, to be clear. So I want to quickly highlight something that it's sort of a change, but it's also sort of like not a change. Basically, the long and short is, in the Foreverlocke challenge, I've basically sort of modified a rule that was essentially, so instead of it being that I can only catch the first Pokemon that I encounter in each area, I can actually catch as many Pokemon as I want. I can only use a Pokemon that's the first Pokemon I encounter per area. So basically that's the way that works, and that actually applies to every playthrough, not just Legends Arceus, but it applies especially in Legends Arceus because you have to catch a ton of Pokemon in this game just to progress. So catching is absolutely a thing I could do. I can catch any number of Pokemon. I do have to release anything that's not my actual encounters, but yeah, so that's how that actually works. Also, the first catch in this case is what counts as an encounter. So for example, I don't actually have to initiate a Pokemon battle with a Pokemon. It's just whichever is the first valid target becomes my quote-unquote encounter in an area. Those encounters are going to, this will make a lot, I'll demonstrate this a little bit better sometime soon, but basically these encounters are, they're going to be based on the area that I'm currently in, based on the map. So like there's a bunch of different like sub areas like of Obsidian Fieldlands, for example. Every sub area counts as a new encounter, and basically I'll show that off a little bit more in practice once we actually get into the heat of it. We actually already have the Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx line in their entirities, so none of these like tutorial Pokemon are going to matter right now. In theory, they would be valid catches if I didn't already have them, but I already have them, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, so yeah, if you have any questions about that, let me know. I'm happy to answer. So just let me know if you want to know, if you're curious about something works or don't understand something. I can try and explain it a little bit better. So just let me know. One Bidoof caught. Now we're on the march. All right, let's go. It won't let me dodge until he teaches me how to dodge. Now, Starly here. It's the type to run at the drop of a hat. Luckily, I'm not wearing a hat. Haha. But not to worry. Crouch down in the grass and it won't spot you. That's how you get close. Okay, cool. We can crouch with the B button. Very good. Haha. Beautiful. I'm coming for you, Starly. Yoink. I got a medicinal leak. Yay. Bonk. Okay, Starly acquired. And that's Starly caught too. I admit I'm impressed so far. I forgot to share another smidgen of wisdom. How to throw your partner's Pokeball. To quote Captain Silene's wise teachings, have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Oh, you know, just as you do in feudal Sinnoh, or feudal Hisui. The captain's a real expert on these things. Then once you've got a Pokemon ready, try aiming for certain rocks or trees like this one. Your Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and then it'll bring back whatever it finds. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. Alright, get him. Get the berries. Yay, Usagi. Oh, how very exciting. There it is, Shinx. Boom. The face of fear. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? Sure did. That figures. Me, I have to focus on a Pokemon carefully to notice a thing like that. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any balls you throw. Very good, very good.
But not to worry, I'll teach you the trick to catching them. You draw them into battle. Once it's caught up in the heat of battle, you can throw a Pokeball to try and catch it. You've got a few Pokemon of your own to use down, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it at the wild Pokemon you want to battle. Use what you've learned in battle with Volo. Get out there and make your last catch.
Alright, beautiful. Okay, I don't remember if it'll actually just let me straight up catch it, like, for easy. Do it the easy way. Oh, need Oshawott on my overlay. Yes, I do. Thank you so much, Yubi. I appreciate that. I totally forgot. Oh, gosh. Embarrassing. Add a Pokemon to the checklist. So, yeah, we got Samurott. Hisui and Samurott. Beautiful. And yes, now I need to put Oshawott on the layout. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yubi. Yeah, I totally flubbed that. But yeah, there we go. We got the Oshawott.
Wait, you really did it.
Yes, I did.
That's 3 species of Pokemon caught. You really are some kind of prodigy. You must have given Professor Laventon the shock of his life. First you fall from the sky, then you go and catch all the escaped Pokemon one after the other. I honestly didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action myself. And here you are with 3 Pokemon caught. You've completed your trial.
I like the idea that, like, Silene actually didn't think I could do it and just, like, gave me this impossible challenge, thinking that, like, oh, she'll just screw it up and then go die in the wilderness. And then, like, she has to explain to Kamado, like, oh, damn, she actually did it. I don't know what to do about this. I guess I have to honor my word. I think that's a funny characterization.
Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems like you went and did just that. Congratulations, Lids. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph.
Yay! Oh yeah, no, it's a cute Oshawott picture. I think it's actually from one of the Legends Arceus cards. So yeah, I saw it when I was going through all the pictures and stuff like that. I saw that one. I was like, that's the one. That's definitely the one. It's adorable.
I gotta admit, it's true. You've got real talent for this. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilite Village, eh?
All right, very good, very good. Tutorial's finally done, and it only took a little over an hour. I mean, I guess it's not fully done. We still got some cutscenes and stuff like that, but...
Eventually, you should be able to have Pokemon you've caught go live in the village pastures. The most Pokemon a person can have with them while out exploring is 6, apparently. Not that we have anyone who can manage that.
I think it's funny that they even draw attention to that, because they could have just, like, completely bypassed that. But because they draw attention to it, it is weird. Like, yeah, like, who's enforcing that rule?
Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our report at headquarters. I can't wait to see the captain's reaction.
Will it actually let me go to the what's it called now? The pastures? So, has he still not taught me how to dodge, or can I just not roll here? Maybe that's what it is. Okay, no, it won't let me actually use the pastures yet. I actually do have the Pokemon from previous playthroughs that we are typically permitted. They are actually all in there. I just can't actually access the pastures yet. So we'll just go for now. I'm sure it'll be after this part that we'll have access to it. So it's a coming. It's a coming. All right.
It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You've passed your trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit you impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps.
Yay, we get the uniform. Very good.
Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you're to report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in the uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain.
All right. You got it. You got it, Captain. Or, aye, aye, Captain. That's what they say. Okay, cool. Yes, let's change. Let's get our uniform on. And then the shoes. And I think that's it. I think we get the hat from Silene, so we'll get there. I guess it's more of a bandana, but still. Looking snappy.
Look at you in the Survey Corps uniform. Now it finally feels like you're one of us. But I do wonder when the captain decided to go ahead and get that uniform ready for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well.
Yay, we get the bandana. Aw, look good. It looks so good. Wonder if Silene helped put my hair up or if I did that myself. I'm very curious. Cyrus says, it's actually explained in the Adventures manga that the only reason people have a limit is because it's impossible to care for more than 6 Pokemon at one time without neglect happening, so it's more of a self-imposed social rule than anything. Oh, interesting. I'll say, I wonder what experimentation or what brought them to the conclusion that to hard cap it at 6. I don't know. That's intriguing. I mean, obviously, in game, it's just because you can only have so many team members on your RPG, but I don't know, that's interesting.
Now, present yourself to the commander.
You got it. I'm coming for you, Kamado. There he is. There's the funny man.
I've been waiting for you.
There he is.
I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So, you're Lids.
A
simple yes or no will do. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat.
I'm gonna try and throw him. I got bonked. No. Never says lol at Silene doing all of Akari's hygiene care from hair tying to makeup and shit to shaving. Oh my goodness. She's gotta take care of me. I'm just a dumb baby. Just a dumb baby who fell from the sky.
You've got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential.
Yo, where's the sumo button? Press A to sumo.
Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of the Jubilife village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokedex.
Davakari says Kamado calling out the Alola games like that. I know.
But I warn you, Lids, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work.
Oh my goodness, Star Champ. Phoenix right, press A to sumo. No, not Mo. He's just an innocent clown. Oh my goodness. All right.
So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this. You begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps and you will move up through the ranks.
Indeed, you see, the more that you add to the Pokedex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokedex will also, of course, bring you closer towards the goal of yours, to seek out every last Pokemon.
Here, you will need this.
Hey, we get the recipe for a Pokeball. Very good.
And
$3,000 as well. Damn. I mean, I guess it's more like $3, but still, whatever. I guess it's more like $30. Like, she basically gave me like $30, more or less. I don't know the exact conversion to yen, but like, yeah, something like that.
you will have to buy the necessary materials.
We got the moolah.
Ray, you're an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what she needs to know.
Yes, ma'am, Captain. Get ready for a lesson in crafting. Crafting means making items from...
Yeah, no shit, right? Thanks.
That's right. Whatever you need in your survey work, you'll mostly make yourself. Some things you can buy at the general store, but it's good to try and be self-sufficient. This way, we can even catch Pokemon with Pokeballs we crafted ourselves.
I wonder if you craft it like well enough to like have it like work, but like not well enough to have it like remain stable. I wonder if like it can break. Like if you're like kind of shitty at crafting, I would wonder about that. Okay, cool. Visit the Craftworks. Okay, cool. Gosh, the tutorial really is kind of long in this game. Holy cow. It's been a minute since I actually went through it all, but yeah, dang, there's a lot to it. But to be fair, what I will say is that it's a brand new kind of Pokemon game. It's very different from other Pokemon games, so I guess I can't give it too much flack for like having a gigantic tutorial, because it is all like new shit for Pokemon. So I guess there's that. Dapper Kirby says, guy goes into treacherous wilds to get wood for building, dodging death every minute. Silene, yeah, you caught 0 Pokemon worthless. No stars for you. I know. Feels bad, Dapper Kirby. Oh, hey there, Carlinzo. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? How are you? Oh, it's Anth. Hi, Anth.
My name is Anth. I'm the local clothier. The professor asked you that the professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit.
Yay, we get clothes. We got the everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. Very good.
I hope you'll avail yourself of the village's humble shops.
Very good, Anth. Dapper Kirby says the tutorial could be shorter if the cutscenes weren't so protracted. Yeah, I guess that's kind of part of it too, Dapper Kirby. They're really long just because like there's a lot of like cutscenes. I do think that they could probably do with like a skip button or something though, right? Like I feel like even if you're worried about like people learning the game, anyone who knows how to play the game already like could probably do with a skip button. Or like maybe just like let you start like as soon as you get like the mission from Anzu, or not Anzu, Hanzu? No, what the fuck's her name? Arezu. There we go. Anzu's the girl from Yu-Gi-Oh. Oops.
Hey, this way to the Craftworks.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
This here's the Craftworks, and that there is the workbench. It's where you craft things.
Wow, crazy.
Pretty self-explanatory, right?
Yeah, it is self-explanatory, which is why I needed you to explain it to me. Oh goodness, I'm being a little shitter, aren't I?
When you step up to the workbench, I'll supply you materials to make the Pokeballs. Call it a present to celebrate passing your trial. And as for the money the captain gave you, feel free to spend it however you like. Any recipes that you get should tell you the materials you need to complete them. The workbench, just go on and choose what to make and get crafting. Go on, try it out.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll just do that then. I will make 1 Pokeball. Very good.
Oh, ho, now that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe that this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my girl.
Ooh, Dapper Kirby's got the redeemed change layout color. Wants me to change it to the color of Arceus's beautiful eyes. What color are its eyes? Now you've got me like second guessing it. They're green, right? Right? Oh god, I gotta look at a picture of Arceus now. Hold on. Dapper Kirby, why did you just say what it was? Arceus. Yeah, its eyes are green. Its eyes are green. But they're also red. I assume you mean the green. I assume you mean the green, because it has like the red, iris, is it? Is that the right word? I don't remember the eye terminology. I'm gonna go with Arceus green though. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'll change the color. Cool, cool. Let's do hue shift. Let's find a nice, yeah, there we go. That looks about right. Oh, did you mean red? Oh, dang. Well, dang. You meant red. Okay, cool. I can do red too. I can do red. I can, in fact. There we go. There we go. There's a nice red one. Okay, you meant the red. See, that's the thing. There's a two-toned, so I didn't know which one you meant. Okay, cool. That works.
You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With the Pokeball we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, the Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokedex. And on that note, here you are.
Hey, we get the Pokedex, except it's just a book. We got a fancy book. Very nice. Dapper Kirby says the green is its eyeliner, for lack of better words. The irises themselves are red. See, okay, that's an interesting thought part. See, that my assumption was that the actual eyes, to equate them to human eyes, that the green part was basically like the white part of our eyes. So the green was like the eyeball, and then the red was like the coloring in your eyes. That's the way I've always looked at it. But so the way that you look at it is that the eyes are red and then it has like green eyeliner. That's interesting. How fascinating. How fascinating. Yeah. Huh. I guess different perspectives, huh? That's cool. That's cool. I like it.
I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in this grand region.
Dapper Chris says, "Oh, I like that take, Lids. That's a cool way to look at it." Yeah, no, see, that's why I was like, "Oh, it's green, right?" Yeah, so that's interesting. Interesting way to look at it. Yeah, I never even thought about that before.
It'll take plenty of research tasks to help the professor complete the Pokedex. I've got to get to work on those myself. I'd be happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me in the field and camps whenever you're ready, my good Lids.
Yay! Ooh, this guy though. It's Beauregard. Oh, I love Beauregard. He's like my favorite NPC.
Hey, excuse me. I couldn't help it over here. If you're going to the field and camps, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at the headquarters if you want to talk about it.
I have to get him his Wurmple. I for sure have to get Beauregard his Wurmple.
Hey, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I have.
Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Laventon, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution.
Very good.
So I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There will be a reward in it for you, I promise. Just get me a Wurmple if you can.
Very good. I will definitely get you a Wurmple. I will definitely get you a Wurmple, Beauregard. So I guess to answer another sort of, I guess, minor elephant in the room, I am going to do some of the quests. Again, I can catch Pokemon. I am totally allowed to catch Pokemon, even though I'm like Nuzlocking or whatever. I can catch as many as I need to for quests and all that stuff. The caveat is that I can only use a Pokemon, and the Pokemon only count towards the Foreverlocke if they're my first encounter in whatever area. So just to reiterate, that's totally a thing, totally valid, absolutely a thing that's a part of, you know, what I can do. So I can do quests. I can in fact do quests, including like catching that guy at Wurmple. So but yeah, let's do the rest of these as well. I might not do all of the quests, to be clear, but I will do some of them. I will do some of them so that we can get cool shit.
You're that newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must get out there and compile that Pokedex book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, kindly do me a favor. Find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, but when I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokedex the moment you've completed it.
Very good. We'll eventually have that completed, and we could take that over to her.
I know Sheik's ears had odd marks on the inside, but what were they? No use, I can't remember. This'll keep me up all night. Hey, aren't you with the Survey Corps? If you could catch a Sheik's, could you show it to me? I gotta see it with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember for the life of me what those ears look like. It's driving me up the wall.
Well, that one I can actually do right now, so that works out. I have the, oh yeah, and there's our I was saying we'll check them out in a minute, but let me give let me give Shinx real quick.
Alrighty, let's have a peek at those round ears. That's it. Its ears have a yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. Can't tell you what a relief it is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat, only that throat's my brain and the bone's a thought.
What is this dialogue?
Thanks for helping me get the bone out.
Very good. We get some potions. Nice. Cool. Okay, so yeah, I guess I gotta go take care of that real quick. It seems like we actually have access to the pastures now, so that's good. Let's take a gander. Whoop, not the sign. There we go. The pastures house many Pokemon. Yeah. I'm glad they all seem to have made the transfer over okay. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of... Oh, that's right. I have to actually fill up the boxes before it'll let me bulk release, huh? That's a thing. In that case, actually, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and work on filling them up first. But yeah, we actually have some Pokemon from previous playthroughs ready and good to use. Once again, to answer some of the more obvious questions. In a normal Foreverlocke, in like a typical playthrough, the way that it would work is that the Pokemon that we're allowed to use from previous playthroughs are normally based on the level of the next upcoming gym leader. That's like the level cap for what we're allowed to add to the team initially from previous playthroughs. Since there is no gym leaders in Legends Arceus, obviously, instead, the way that it's going to work is it's actually going to be based on the level of the next upcoming noble Pokemon. So that was basically like the closest reasonable equivalent, in my opinion, that I thought would be, it would be an apt comparison. So the level of the first noble Pokemon that you tackle in this game is level 18. So we are actually able to add Pokemon all the way up to level 18 immediately to the team, which is really cool. That gives us like some nice, big, powerful Pokemon to start with, which is really, really cool. But yeah, so basically what I'm gonna do is, so yeah, we have we have plenty of Pokemon. I just basically filled the box up with a bunch of Pokemon that I thought would be helpful to us, including, yes, Lol and Arceus. I thought that would be funny. We have the Arceus that we earned just from catching enough Pokemon and getting them into the Hall of Fame. So I was just like, lol, let's put Arceus in Legends Arceus. I thought that'd be funny, so I did. But yeah, so I'm going to take these guys out. I will eventually release these guys, but I forgot that you have to actually unlock the ability to bulk release, which requires like filling up, I think it's 3 boxes. If someone who's played this game wants to remind me what it is, I think it's 3, maybe 4 boxes. But either way, I'll want to work on filling those up, so I'll release the excess Pokemon later on, and I'll also try and keep track of like which Pokemon are real and which ones aren't, so we'll get there when we get there. But the exciting part of all of this is that we actually get to add our other team members now, because we definitely have enough Pokemon to fill up a team that are under level 18. They're in level order right now, so they're all here. The highest one up is this Porygon, but I've basically already more or less decided what I wanted to use. I for sure want to use FYE. FYE, our eventual Staraptor, currently a Starivia, at level 17. Very cool. Very stinking cool. So yeah, I'm immediately going to add that to the squad. Let's go ahead and add Starivia. as an eventual Star Raptor in slot 2. Very good. And the next team member who I wanted to add, let's see here. It was it was okay, so yeah, I'm trying to think like full, because I had it all mapped out in my head. It was Hippowdon, yeah. Biff here is going to be another team member. We're going to add, it's an eventual Hippowdon, currently a Hippopotas. But yeah, so we're going to use that. Hippopotas into slot 3. Very good. And then next up, once again, the Foreverlocke challenge requires us to have Pokemon that are still capable of evolving. So 3 of them need to be capable of evolving, and one of those 3 has to be capable of evolving twice. The first Pokemon is going to be, I thought this would be a really fun choice just because it's like, it's in the game, so I was allowed to transfer it, but it's such an unusual choice. We're going to take a Alolan Vulpix and add it to the team. That's pretty fun. This is actually it's so funny. This is an Alolan Vulpix that we got in Galar that we're using in Hisui. I think that has such a funny energy to it. So yeah, we're gonna use Alolan Vulpix of all things. So yeah, that's the next team member. I'll go ahead and add that. Vulpix, Alolan in slot 4. There we go. And then next up, I'm going to add Kuwabara, the eventual Machoke. Very cool, very cool. Kuwabara, level 15, so very cool. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add Machop into slot 5. It's a Machoke. Beautiful. And then the final team member that I wanted to add, we are going to go ahead and add a Bading. Bading here is really cool because if you notice on the right side of the screen, towards the bottom, the little Game Boy symbol, this is an Abra that was caught in, I believe, Yellow, the original Yellow playthrough. This is a Pokemon that I caught, or maybe I caught it, maybe I bought it, I'm not sure. Either way, it's a Pokemon that I got in the original Yellow run, and I think that has a very interesting energy to use a Pokemon from Yellow in the newest Pokemon game. I think that's awesome, so we're gonna do it. That's really cool. But yeah, so there we go. That is the team. That is very fun. That is very fun. Let's see. Star says a Hawaiian Vulpix you captured in England to use in feudal Japan. Exactly, Star Champ. Yeah, it has a powerful energy to it. A powerful, powerful energy. Dapper Kirby says, I love how you added the funny Yu Yu Hakusho couple. Wait, oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's amazing. Oh my god, Dapper Kirby. That's actually purely coincidental. That's like an actual coincidence. Yukina and Kuwabara! Oh! I'm really excited. Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I love that so much. Thank you for pointing that out, Dapper Kirby. I love that so much. Yeah, we have Yukina and Kuwabara. For those of you who haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho, first off, I highly recommend it. It's my favorite anime. I love it very much. But, yeah, no, stinking Yukina and Kuwabara are a couple. I mean, sort of. Sort of one-sided, but I don't know. It's, I don't know. It's still cute. I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. But yeah, that's the... Ooh, I gotta add Abra. Sorry. I got distracted. Thank you for pointing that out, Dapper Kirby. I love that so much. Okay, yeah, Abra in slot 6. There we go. So yeah, there is the team. There is our initial team here. Very cool. And I was gonna say, I guess I gotta just for posterity, I'm going to rearrange in here just because I don't want it to get all, all like infested with like Pokemon who aren't real Pokemon. That's gonna be a sort of a constant problem, I feel like, as the run goes on. Is just making sure that I don't accidentally mix up Pokemon who aren't real with Pokemon who are. Kind of a problem. But I will try my best with that. But yeah, we have a bunch of Pokemon in the box for potential future use, and you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, so we'll just have these guys here. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, that's a stinking team. That is a stinking team. We definitely, of course, we'll need to get the rest of the weaker ones leveled up. But yeah, they're looking cool. It's cool to have all these Pokemon this early. Okay, let's go. Oh god, I'm lost. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. We are off into the wilderness once again. Yeah, this has been an interesting experience so far. Obviously, we haven't really gotten into the heat of things yet, but yeah, what an unusual game.
Righto, let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokedex of ours, there are a great many research tasks I'll need you to carry out, my girl. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokedex for your reference anytime.
Very good, very good.
You must catch and battle diverse Pokemon species and carry out plenty of research tasks. To do so, you'll gain research points and other rewards for your work. Now there's one more nugget of wisdom I've got to share, Liz. Wild Pokemon may attack you at any time. When they do, dodge like your life depends on it.
Dodge?
Look, just watch me, would you? Then you'll be able to copy what I do. Here I go.
Aw, yeah. I like he closes his eyes like, look at me, I'm so cool. Oh, Ray, you dork.
See, that's how you dodge. A timely dodge will keep you from getting hurt by the fierce attacks of wild Pokemon, and that's key if you'd rather not end up blacked out in some field like I did. When those shinks got me with Thundershock, I might have been done for if the Survey Corps hadn't come to save me. But hey, no need to worry. You've got me here to give you tips. I'll teach you plenty.
Yeah, I really like the facial expressions in this game. It's actually just really nice. Okay, get to work on research tasks. Wahoo.
Get ready for some Survey Corps wisdom. Focus on the Pokemon with ZL, but
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna kind of blast through a little bit this tutorial. It's a little long of the tooth, I will say.
It's time to battle Pokemon? Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, now we can move a little bit. I do have to follow Ray a little bit. Might as well catch some things along the way. Aw, dang it. Tried to backstrike. Didn't work. Oh well. Ooh, we got away. Bonk. Alright, let's talk to Ray.
I know I'm laying it on thick, but don't forget to open your Pokedex, focus on a Pokemon, and check your research task for it.
Yeah. I know how to play the dang game.
One of your tasks is to catch Starly without being spotted, right? You can get it done if you hide in the tall grass and catch them. Give it a try.
I know, right, Dapper Kirby? The like ball, like firework noise, it's so satisfying. Like it's way more satisfying than like the modern Pokeball noise. It kind of makes me wish it was always like that, you know? Cause yeah, dang, it's super satisfying. Oh shit. Oh, you bastard. Oh well. I'm running kind of low on Pokeballs. I should probably make some more real quick. Oh yeah, we should say, I forget that's the thing. Here, let me just say hello to everybody. Yeah, look at them all. Oh, look at our team. Yeah, look at this squad. Oh, that's, oh, see, this is nice. This is nice. We could just have the whole squad. We can actually hang out. Oh, this is like really nice. I never even thought about this before. We just got the whole team out here. Look at them. Aw, that's nice. That's the, oh, look at Oshawott. Aw, I love this. I love this so much. Aw, that's amazing. Okay, let's let me go back to the crafting table and see if I can make some Pokeballs real quick. I don't think I have a whole lot of materials for it. I guess I probably should have bought some. But I could probably buy some from the guardsman over here. Starship says Abra floating above everyone is so funny. I know, yeah. Yeah, we got Usagi, FYE, Biff, Yukina, Kuwabara, and Bading. Very good. Yes, I would like to do some shopping, please. Yeah, okay, Pokeballs, cool. I can buy like a few of those. So give me a little bit to work with there. And then I'll look for supplies too, for sure. Does it just let you like fully explore? Or does it make you follow Ray? I don't remember. I feel like it might let us have a little bit more free reign. Let's see. Okay, no, I think it just kind of lets us go out. Okay, cool. So with that in mind, I just want to quickly elaborate on stuff. So how do I know which area is which? Like, and by that I mean, you know, when it comes to getting an encounter, how am I supposed to like keep track of that? There is actually a way to know which Pokemon, or rather, which area that you are in, at any given time, and it's not just the little marker that appears on the top left of the screen whenever you enter a new area. If you actually open this up and you go to here, maybe wait, hold on. Where was it? Oh shit. Current location. There it is. I was gonna say I thought it was on this screen. Yeah, it is on the screen. Okay, yeah. Current location. See how it says Aspiration Hill right there? It will actually change on that little save screen, on the little trainer card screen. So that is a way for me to tell if I'm in a particular area or not. Aside from, of course, that little marker that appears up top. But something that I did, like, through my experimentation and testing that I learned was that depending on certain circumstances, it can actually change to be generic instead of specific. So let me see if I can go somewhere where it'll actually show that. Let's see. It still says Aspiration Hill. So obviously Aspiration Hill is its own little area that's, you know, separate. There's not going to be a whole lot that I'll want to catch on Aspiration Hill because I think it's literally just the like starting 3 Sinnomons there. But I just want to show it off for posterity. Yeah, see, okay, yeah, so it's now changed to Obsidian Fieldlands, which is like the generic one. The way I've decided to handle this is basically, for every named area, I get an encounter. And what that actually means is that actually includes the generic quote-unquote Obsidian Fieldlands. So that's just, but only as like a single additional encounter, basically. So like I'll have the Obsidian Fieldlands encounter, which is the whole like giant map, but specifically like the Pokemon that was caught in quote-unquote Obsidian Fieldlands. And then there's also going to be like Aspiration Hill or Grand Tree Arena or wherever else. So that's the way that's going to work. For every single one of those, before I catch the Pokemon, I'm probably going to bring up this menu to see where I'm at and verify. And once I've verified where I'm at, then I can, you know, determine whether or not I want to make the catch or not. So that's the way that I'm going to do it. So that works out. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I don't think I have anything to catch over here aside from, I guess I could chuck a ball at the Shinx if I wanted to, but I'm kind of low on Pokeballs, so I kind of want to refrain from that for the time being. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this. We love the apricorns. Oh, who sees? Oh, it's you. Hello. Ooh, hey. Back up. Let's see. Who do I want to fight you with? Dang it. I was trying to I was trying to backstrike. Oh shit, wait, Abra doesn't have any moves, does it? No. Okay, my bad. We're off to a great start. Here, let me swap to you. Oh, I gotta turn that off. That's gonna drive me crazy. For those of you who didn't know, there's a way to turn off that little "Do you want to do the thing?" question every single time. It's so obnoxious. You can turn that off, and I absolutely will be doing that. Oh, Biff won't obey. Oh shit, that's a problem. I didn't think about that. I forgot obedience was a thing in this game. Okay, it sometimes obeys. That's good. That's good. Hey, very good, level 8. Okay, so at least I know that for future reference, though. There is, in fact, an obedience parameter I have to keep in mind. Very good. Okay, shoot, what was I about to say and do? I was about to do something. Oh, that's right. Yeah, let me look. Shit, I actually did forget what I was about to do. Dang it. Wow, my brain's all sorts everywhere right now. Well, in any case, I guess I'll just carry on. I was about to do something. Chat, do you know? Did I say out loud what I was about to do? I don't know. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh well. Okay, I need to go talk to Ray. Very good. Turn off the question thingy. Thank you very much, Star Champ. I was like, what the hell was I? What? I literally just said it. Game controls. Yes. Okay. No. This isn't right. Settings. Yes. Here we go. ZR confirmation. This. Disable it. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Yeah. It's so much better. It speeds up everything so much. Stay in the ball, Bidoof. Very good. We got a heavy specimen. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Let's throw Yukina out to get some ore. Hey, level 6. Beautiful. Around here, you can find a Pokemon called Buizel. It's got an aggressive disposition. That means if it'll try and hit you with moves, just like Shinx, you'll need to battle it to catch it. Not necessarily. In fact, I usually go out of my way to avoid battling. Yeah, threw the ball at the butt. It's true, Star Champ. That's how you do good at this game. You gotta throw the ball at the butt. And speaking of which, your research task for Weasel includes seeing it use a certain move. You gotta see it in battle for it to count towards the task, so battling is extra key here. I'm going on ahead. Come catch up once you've checked out some of Weasel's tasks. Very cool. I guess I should probably catch some Weasel. I already have the entire Weasel line. I'm basically going to be like referencing my my list here for what I do and do not have. Admittedly, as far as Cinnamons go, we're pretty much in good shape for the most part. We have a good amount of them. There's a few specific ones that we'll be looking for sure, but yeah, I will be keeping in mind what all we need to do. But yeah, let me. Oh, come on. There you go. I like to avoid battling in this game if at all possible because it's a little tedious when you could just do that. Boom. Very good. Very nice. We got the Weasel. Got a large Weasel, in fact. Very good. Throw Yukina at a rock. Throw the ball at the butt. Very good. Okay, cool. Let's carry on. Where are you, Ray? That might be a little too deep for me. Hey, Wurmple! Very good. I almost... I was gonna say this is stupid, but I'm almost like I kind of want to almost wait on Beauregard because I kind of want to give him a shiny Wurmple. I think that would have a really funny energy to it. But I guess what are the odds of me actually getting the shiny Wurmple? So I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Grab these apricorns real quick. Very good. All right, what's up, Ray?
You're doing pretty good for a mystery stranger from the sky. Here, a little reward for keeping up with me. Your own crafting kit.
Very nice. Very nice.
And here's a recipe for potions, too.
Yay!
With the crafting kit, you can craft items anywhere using whatever materials are in your satchel. So long as you got an apricorn and a tumblestone, you can make a Pokeball anytime. Or with an orange berry and a medicinal leek.
See, this is one thing that I'm going to be kind of sad that is probably not going to be in Scarlet and Violet. Pokeball crafting, really handy. I'm going to miss it.
Research going all right? If you can see if you've got tasks ready to turn in on the Pokedex cover.
Ooh, tasks with unreported data, 56. I might have counted whenever I transferred some Pokemon in, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Once you've got some tasks good and done, go check with Professor Laventon. See you soon.
Okay, I guess I'll go do that. Will it let me warp back to him yet? It might. Oh, it will. Cool, I can fast travel already. Yay! That works out.
Oh, ho, if it isn't a crafting kit, you must have listened attentively to Ray's teachings. Excellent work, dear girl. This seems a good time to explain to you about survey reports and the rewards they offer. On that note, let me check the research tasks you've completed thus far.
Hey, very good. Okay, total Pokemon caught. Pokemon caught. I noticed that didn't count the Pokemon that I transferred in. That could... I hope that doesn't, like, glitch anything out. That would be awkward. Maybe it just doesn't count Pokemon that you get transferred in from home. I'm not sure. I didn't actually transfer them in with home. I just used PK Hex, but hopefully that doesn't mess with anything. I didn't even think about that. I just kind of unga bunga'd it. Maybe I should look more into that, how that actually works. Hopefully it doesn't, like, break the Pokedex entries or anything. That'd be awkward.
I see. Most illuminating. I'll update our Pokedex with this new data.
Very cool. Okay, no, well, I mean, it still, like, shows it, I guess. That's good. Updated entries? Yeah, no, it's got, like, the Pokemon that I added from the game. Okay. Okay, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Hey. We get the easy level up.
You've made good progress on the research task, Lids. I do believe you're ready to move up the ranks. Let's head back to the village and report the good news to Captain Silene. It's time to earn yourself a star.
Very cool. We get the first star. The first star, but we already had a star. We have Star Champ. Haha. Alright, off to the captain. Yeah, this definitely has a very different energy, though, to it than the typical experience. It's, yeah, very unusual.
If you have progress to report, show me your Pokedex.
There you go.
You've made progress. It seems you have earned yourself a star.
Hopefully that means, I don't know, I'm wondering what the obedience criteria is for in this game. I'll have to look into that. I didn't even think about it. I didn't know it was a thing in this game. Hopefully, hopefully, like, Biff and the rest of them will actually listen to me. Hopefully, like, 1 star is enough. Oh, Pokemon up to level 20 will obey me. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's what it is then. That's what it is. I knew that. What am I talking about? I knew that that was a thing. Cool. Now all of my Pokemon should listen to me. That's excellent.
Have these as well. There are further recipes you'll need for crafting.
Got the heavy ball. Very cool.
That a stranger like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us.
Yeah, she said it again. She said the funny words again.
Most people prefer when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone, and proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it, and even if you did fall from the sky, people will be more willing to accept you. Working your way through the ranks will also be a help if you wish to make a life for yourself here. A higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs and greater rewards.
Very good. Mission complete.
For today, at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest.
Ba-boom. We making the progress.
So, Lids, my girl. I believe a jolly good congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank.
Our usual order of potato mochi tastes even better when there's something to celebrate. Hey, by the way, have you taken on the request Beauregard had? Well, most people here don't know much about Pokemon, you've noticed, right? So it's our job as the Survey Corps to take care of any issues that crop up because of that. We're basically Pokemon problem solvers. Indeed, so people will ask you for help when you talk with them, while other requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Speaking of which, weren't you approached with a request recently, Ray? What's all that about? That one might be a better fit for Lids than me. I don't think I'll be able to pull it off unless I get better at Pokemon battling first.
Ah, yes, that request came from Mai of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. The people of the Diamond Clan have lived here in Hisui since before the Galaxy team arrived. We can establish good relations. I'm sure there's much we might learn from them, including more about the local Pokemon. But we can discuss all that tomorrow. For today, we should eat up and get some rest.
Very good. We making the progress. We're almost to like the actual first main quest. Very cool.
Hey, Lids, before I go meet Mai about that request, mind showing me how to do it in battle?
Of course. You got it, buddy.
Great, I'll be at the training grounds. If you've been catching lots of Pokemon, you can change up your team at the pastures, just so you know.
I still need to catch a ton of Pokemon just so I can get those. I think, admittedly, I do think it's really stupid that you have to unlock the ability to release multiple Pokemon at once. I think that's incredibly asinine. But yeah, I think it's if one of my mods wanted to like verify that for me, like how many boxes I need to fill up with Pokemon to unlock that feature in this game, I'd be very grateful if you could do that. I really, really would. Also, I need to quickly take a look, because I know that Pokemon levels can get kind of weird in this game. I need to check and see what Ray is rocking for the first battle. Let's see. Okay, it's only level 9. That's not too bad. We've got the level 6 on Yukina. Level 8 on Usagi. Usagi is, of course, weak to electric. Biff should be able to handle it, thankfully. I do just kind of have to be careful with my little babies here, but I think we can probably fight Ray today. I think that's fine. Let's just rock out with Biff. Let's rock out with Biff. That should absolutely savage his Pikachu.
Thanks for taking a minute. I know your plate's full right now. I'm going to be straightforward with you about something.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. I'm not ready for this, Ray. I'm not ready for this. And that is...
I don't understand how anyone can handle taking on Pokemon in battle. I know I'm a Survey Corps member, and I even got my own partner, but I just can't do it.
You have a Pokemon?
That's right. Take a look at my very own partner.
Bigga! Oh, he's so cute.
This is my Pikachu. During the Shinx attack, I should have had Pikachu fight at my side, but my mind just went blank. And really, when you get right down to it, Pokemon are terrifying, right? Why should this thing be be able to fire electricity?
Bigga?
But watching you at work, watching you completing those research tasks convinced me. If I want to try and do the Survey Corps work well, my partner and I have got to be a team. And our first step towards being a real team is to battle your team.
All right, here we go. You got this, Biff. Nice try. Get him with the bite. Hey, thank you, Star Champ. I appreciate that. 4 boxes. Okay, cool. Got it. 4 pastures. Excuse me. You gotta use the right terminology. Boxes haven't been invented yet. There we go. We savage them.
Whoa, you seem so in sync with your Pokemon.
Hey, we get the levels. We get a ton of levels out of that. Very good.
That was amazing. The way you fight alongside your Pokemon, you don't seem to be scared of one bit of battling. We'll just have to catch up the best we can, right, Pikachu?
Ooh, you get the dismissal. Oh, that's a mood.
Fair enough. Pikachu's got a bit of a tendency to attack, you see. That's why he normally stays in his ball. I guess the first step for Pikachu and me might be getting a little friendlier with one another. Oh, by the way, the professor said Pokemon have these things called types, which apparently make a different...
Yeah. I know how Pokemon works, thanks. I do love that they actually have an official type matchup chart in-game, though. That's really helpful. I know most of my types, but, you know, I think it's cool that they actually have it in-game. Like, I appreciate it whenever they have that kind of information, like, available to someone without having to, like, look it up online or whatever. That's just... I actually don't know why that's never been, like, the standard. Is this... I think this is, what's her name? The training lady. I forget her name.
So, you're the one, the new recruit everyone's talking about.
Yeah, there she is.
The Zizu, that's it. The name's Zizu, captain of the security corps. I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I'd stop by and give you what advice I could. Captain Zizu's a master of ancient martial arts, where you guide Pokemon in battle. Now listen, if your Pokemon's truly mastered its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. On one hand, you can choose to deliver a move in the strong style. The move will deal more damage, but afterwards it'll take longer for the Pokemon to act. On the other hand, you can choose to unleash the move of the agile style. Such a move will have less power behind it, but your Pokemon can act more quickly afterwards. In truly favorable conditions, it might even get out 2 moves before the opponent can act. Strong style moves, agile style moves, and of course, regular moves. Choose which one is right for a given situation and direct your Pokemon with a little nudge.
Yumi says, well, I fell asleep and suddenly you have a full team. I do. I sure do, Yumi. welcome back to the land of the living. Very good.
Oh, one more thing. If you want me to teach your Pokemon some powerful moves, just let me know. Well, it's certainly handy to find out about before going to tackle Maya's request. You remember I mentioned it earlier. I'm heading down about seeing Maya's request. I'm supposed to meet her down past the foot of the Aspiration Hill. You should come along too.
I forgot about Mai. I guess I mentioned Erezu earlier, but no, I forgot it's Mai we gotta help first. A request from Mai, the actual first mission. Very good. Very good. I was gonna say, we are just about at the 2-hour mark, but admittedly, I do want to play just a little bit more. What I'm actually gonna do real quick, I just want to go and grab a quick refill on coffee. And run to the restroom real quick, but I do want to go for just a little tiny bit longer, just to like maybe even like get like at least our first catch from of the playthrough in. That would be really nice. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna go on standby for just a minute and roll a quick ad. So yeah, stick around, everybody. We're not quite done yet, but yeah, I will be back in just a few moments. So yeah, stick around. Okay, I have returned. Thank you all for your patience. Appreciate it. Yumi says, so what did I miss? Basically all we did was just like kind of dick around in the wild with Ray. He taught us the ropes, as it were, and that's basically it. We basically just got we got the go ahead to like, you know, we just fought Ray, obviously, and then yeah, we're now going to meet him to go deal with like the first request. I forgot that like not a whole lot happens plot wise, so basically nothing has happened. Basically you missed nothing. We went to the pastures and we got oh, actually before I leave I want to stock up. We went to the pastures and we got our team from our previous playthroughs, so yeah, that's why we have like a full team now. So yeah, we got the team. It's looking good. But yeah, I want to come over here real quick. Excuse me, that really snuck up on me. What the heck? Yeah, let me get like a ton of Pokeballs though. Honestly, just as much as I can get, really. Let's see. I think we're okay on potions for now. Okay, let's go. And yeah, we want to get. I may or may not do a tiny bit of like just like catch grinding. Kind of funny to say it that way. That's basically what it'll be. I'll definitely want to get the ability to release Pokemon as soon as possible, so that we can start making our Pokemon really, really strong. That's the other benefit out of doing that is that we can get the Grit Stone, and the Grit Stone will make our Pokemon super strong. So we definitely want to do that. Definitely want to do that. Catch a ton of Pokemon and release them. It will be very good. Hopefully everyone's having a good time with this so far. I know that the tutorial's a little long of the tooth, but we are hanging in there. We're making it happen. Oh, here we go. Here's Volo.
Did I
what voice did I give him?
Did I surprise you? I bet I did. I was trying to anyway. There's a secret technique to catching Pokemon, you see. It's what I call the secret backstrike technique. Hitting a Pokemon's back with your Pokeball will surprise it, making it easier to catch or giving you the advantage once the battle starts.
Very cool. We already knew about that. I love the backstrike. That's like my favorite thing, honestly, in like the entire game. I love landing backstrikes. It's so satisfying. Like, holy cow. Okay, cool. Hello. Oh, you're the girl from the Survey Corps who fell from the sky, aren't you? Listen, here a moment. I need to tell you about this great cake lure recipe I invented. I call it the mushroom cake. I poured 20 years of mushroom foraging know-how into coming up with the recipe, and I know it's a winner. Problem is the folks around here just aren't catching up to my recipe's amazing potential. But you're the talk of the village. If people see you making mushroom cake, famous as you are, I'm sure they'll want to give it a go too. Teach you the recipe. All you have to do is spread the good word by using it. Oh, and you'll need to go and get the key ingredient for the recipe yourself. A scrounge not from the forages of thy fellows, as the old saying goes. One springy mushroom's all you need. I'll be waiting. Okay, well, you got it. You got it, sir. Ooh, and you as well. Oh, I love it.
That marvelous rich tone. How is it produced? I must know. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Wait, you're from the Survey Corps. Wonderful, just the person I need. I want to learn more about Cricketot. You must be curious about them as well, right? I mean, how do they make that sound of theirs? It's a musical mystery like no other. I'd be in your debt if you could complete Cricketot's page on your Pokedex and show it to me so we can uncover the truth.
Yeah, the timber of the fields. I don't know why I've always loved this, the name of this request. The timber of the fields. Timber's just a good word. It's a very nice word. Okay, here we go. We are off. We have a good amount of free reign, I think, at this point too. I don't think there's anything for me to catch on like this half of the fieldlands. Hilariously enough, aside from just like catching stuff for Pokedex purposes, which I will do. But yeah. Very good. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. A cultured woman for sure, says Dapper Kirby. I know that you love a good Cricketot yourself, Dapper Kirby, so I understand. All right, there's the Shinx, and there's Mai up ahead as well. Oh wait, I should be getting the resources, huh? I gotta pay attention to that. And also, let's use Yukina, because I want her to level up. Very good. For a little smidgen of experience. Grab these berries as well. Bonk. Oh, so satisfying. There we go. Okay, let's go and deal with the Mai situation. I think we'll be okay. I guess I should probably check her level. That's the thing, is I'm going to be doing that a lot, is just like checking the level, because I think the game expects you to do a lot more playing and a lot less, you know, other things sometimes. So, yeah, let's see. Okay, level 10. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Our starter's not quite there yet. Maybe, I wonder if maybe I ought to, I wonder if maybe I ought to try and get it there. I didn't even think about the fact that Shinx would have type advantage over the starter. Kind of funny. Yeah, I would very much like to get Usagi up a level or two. Bonk. Okay. Level up, Usagi. I know you want to. We got a little whiles to go, admittedly. We got the Buizel's. More Tumblestone. Figure just kind of grab a couple of these resources over here, and then we'll go fight Mai. Ooh, we're actually almost to level 10 too. Maybe I'll get Usagi up to level 10 first with these Tumblestones. Oop. Bonk. That's like my favorite thing to do, is you just throw shit at the Pokemon. You just throw, like, they get angry, you just throw shit at them and then backstrike them. get angry, throw stuff, and then hit them in the butt. That's what you do. It's like my favorite thing in this game. And it's also, it's weird. I can't really put it into words super well, but it's really satisfying. Like, it has like really good like game feel to do it that way. Like, I know that you could like battle them and all that stuff. Like, that's the way that they probably want you to do it. But like, I don't know. I have a good amount of fun with just like sneaking up on shit and backstriking it. It feels good to do. Oh, look at this. I don't have a whole lot of apricorns, unfortunately. Bonk. But we'll get more. I'll definitely grind some out in between streams. Absolutely. Very good. We'll definitely want to catch a ton of Buizels as well, because we got to do that Buizel quest. I mean, I guess we don't have to do that Buizel quest, but we would ideally like to just be able to happen to get the correct sized Buizel. The infamous large Buizel quest. Basically just pure RNG. My last mud ball, do I want to use it on a Shinx? No, not really. I honestly don't want to. Hello. Yes, we have already ranked up, my friend. And yeah, I think we're good now. I think we are good. I'm gonna save just because it makes me feel good. Very good. Over here. This here is Lids. Oh, and this is Mai. Oh, geez, Mai. I gotta go for a voice, huh?
My, a new face in the village. Not that it matters to me if you're new. If you're here, I assume you're prepared to be of help.
Oh, hey girl, how you doing?
I am one of the wardens of the Diamond Clan. You may call me Mai. I suppose you might not know what a warden is if you're new to Hisui. But such talk can wait. Right now I'd rather we get straight to the point. I have a problem that I need help solving, so the more important question is this. Do you feel confident that you can lead your Pokemon in battle?
I do. I got overpowered shit from the future.
That's good to hear. The security core of yours certainly wasn't up to the task. This here is my partner, Munchlax. We were raised together like siblings. He battles at my side by choice, without needing any silly little balls like you use. Watch and learn.
Alright, here we go. I do have to be careful. I definitely don't want to lose our starter. In fact, I'm actually kind of tempted to just swap to something else. Yeah, see, now that annoying UI won't like be like, do you want to switch Pokemon? Do you want to throw a Pokeball? It's a lot more seamless now. Get him, FYE. Oh, roll out! Oh, that's rude. Oh no. Oh, actually not good. Oh god. Oh shit, my! No! Shit. I knew this was gonna be a problem at one point, but I didn't think it would be this early. I should have checked what moveset she had. Oh no, she has rollout. She has tackle and rollout. And now she's fixated on rollout. Will Kuwabara be able to take a hit? Oh god, I hope so. Oh god. Oh, I hope so. Okay. I got the Rock Smash. I'm gonna go for the strong Rock Smash and hope that's enough to kill. Oh, thank God. Oh God, that scared me. That scared me so much. Holy shit. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. We didn't lose any Pokemon. See, that's the thing I totally forgot about. That's gonna make this like this game so much harder than the typical one. Is like Pokemon are meant to get knocked out in this game, but the way we're nuzlocking it. So like if anything faints, it's dead. So like dang. I do have to be very careful. I can't go into battles like that willy-nilly.
You really aren't one of the usual galaxy buffoons if you could defeat my partner. Well fought, Munchlax. I'll take care of the Pokemon that battled for us. And I'll let you have these. Your people make all kinds of things with your crafting, don't you? These should prove to be useful materials.
Hey, we get the VV chokes. Very nice. Make some revives.
I think you're indeed the one for the job. You see, I need someone to deal with an alpha Pokemon causing trouble up on Deer Track Heights. It's a large, fearsome foe, like any alpha, but you'll come, won't you? To Deer Track Heights?
Hold on. Getting texts from God. Is that strange thingamy of yours telling you where to go? Thingamy. I've heard of thingamajiggy, but not thingamy. Alright.
My, that is some curious sort of map. Is that one of those Galaxy Team inventions I keep hearing about? It certainly does seem to show the way to Deer Track Heights, up ahead of us.
I'll leave this bit to you. You shouldn't have any problem handling an alpha. I mean, I might. I might have some trouble with the alphas. Good gravy.
It seems you're quite the asset to the Survey Corps, new one. Though, before we continue, I must ask, do you already know about the Almighty Sinnoh?
Almighty what now?
I suppose that's to be expected. Allow me to sketch out the basics. Almighty Sinnoh steers all time. It's said to have created the very universe using its power over time's flow, and this land of Hisui was born in that process. It is by the grace of the Almighty Sinnoh that Pokemon can live and thrive here. We of the Diamond Clan are descendants of a people who crossed the sea and settled here in the Hisui region to venerate Almighty Sinnoh. However, it stole away from the world long ago, hiding itself from our sight. Almighty Sinnoh has only rarely been seen by any human, if the old tales are to be trusted. But there are still Pokemon here today in Hisui with a connection to Almighty Sinnoh. It is the duty of the wardens like myself to attend to their needs. The Pokemon that graces Deer Track Heights is one of those honored few. It is directly descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's protection. Follow me and you may understand.
Alrighty then. Very cool. I was hoping to bump into something in particular around here. We already have the entire Kricketot line. We're on Deer Track Path, but I'm looking for something specific here. Know that. I will catch a Kricketot just for fun. There it is. That's what I wanted. There is a Pokemon that can be in a shaking tree that I actually want. So, we're gonna give it a shot here. Starchamp, hey, we have a problem, but first, have you ever heard of our god? What are you, Maya missionary? I know, right? It is actually, like kind of weird that, like, religion is actually a major factor of this game. Like, that's an unexpected choice. Like, I understand, like, a typical RPG. Like, any RPG can just have, like, made-up gods or whatever. That's fine. But it's kind of wild that, like, yeah, a Pokemon game is just like, oh, yeah, religion, though. And that's a major conflict in this game is whether or not a person's religion is correct or not. It's like, huh, dang, Pokemon. You step it up. But yeah, I want what's in this tree, at least what's most likely in this tree. I need to make sure I'm leading with something good, though. Because I do have to battle it. That's the only way to get Shaken Tree Pokemon. I think... I don't think who would be the best choice for this. I'm gonna go with Biff, just to be safe. Hey, there it is. That's what I wanted to see. We do not have a Burmy. We do not have a Burmy, so this is actually something we want to catch. I'm gonna give it a bite. Okay, cool, perfect. Get in that ball, Burmy. Yay, we got it. Very nice, very nice. Perfect. That is the thing I wanted to accomplish. At least I wanted to catch at least one Pokemon. So this was our Deer Track Heights encounter. This was our Deer Track Heights encounter. I'm gonna write that down. I have to make sure I write down every single one that we get because it's gonna be very important that I not lose track of them. Burmy was our Deer Track Heights encounter. Yeah, very good. Okay, got that written down. I'm gonna quickly warp back over to the start here, and I want to get that nicknamed real quick. I'm open to nickname suggestions. We're gonna have this be, let's see, let me look at it. Actually, I'm curious with I want to see my Pokemon, please. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, we got a male Burmy. I think I'll go ahead and make this, let's make this Mothim. Why not? Nah, actually, we could catch a Mothim. Let's just make this Burmy. This is just Burmy. I am open to Burmy nickname suggestions. Cool, well, let me change the name from the box. Very cool. What are we calling this little bug friend? I will record that we got one now as well. We got ourselves a Burmy. We got ourselves a Burmy. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, what are we calling this little bagworm? A male Burmy. What do we call you? I am open to suggestions. If no one comes up with anything, then I can always come up with something myself as well. Burmy. I basically never use Burmy, so like I don't even know what to call it. Let's call you. I'm going to call you. Yeah, I'm struggling. Are you struggling too, Starchamp? I am struggling. I cannot come up with a name for a Burmy. How about... I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it here. I'm just gonna call him Wesley. I don't know why. There's not really any reason for that. I'm just gonna call him Wesley. We got Wesley the Burmy. That'll do. That'll do. I need to make sure that I like keep him separate from the rest of like the throwaway Pokemon. Yeah, I really don't like that it doesn't give you access to bulk releasing early, because it's too much of a pain in the ass to do it like manually, like go through one by one. At first I thought that's how you had to do it, and I was blown away that they didn't have a bulk release feature, but like no, you just have to unlock it after getting 4 pastures full, evidently. But yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, I do think that this is where I'm going to go ahead and call it, though. I think this is a very good stopping point. Yeah, we will take on the mysterious alpha Pokemon of the Deer Track Heights in the next stream, which will be tomorrow. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific time, we'll be back for some more of the Foreverlocke challenge here in Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is weird. I will say, this is a very weird playthrough so far. But yeah, so we will be back tomorrow for that, and I hope you all will look forward to it. I hope you all had fun. I know it's a little bit weird. It's definitely a little bit weird so far, but we're making it work. It'll continue to be fun, I'm sure. So yeah, I will go ahead and bow out then. Thank you all for coming today. I really appreciate it. Let's see, is there anyone I can raid out to? No, doesn't look like it. No one in my regular little circle here is streaming at the moment, but that's okay. But yeah, so I guess I'll just see you guys, like I said, at 12 p.m. tomorrow for some more Legends Arceus. So I will see you all soon. Have a good rest of your day. Have a delicious breakfast. Make sure your voice doesn't crack like mine does. Lol. But yeah, so I'll see you all soon. Take care.